波動の96一等加速
Alright, what's going on, guys? Fellows back again, coming at you with the Should You Summon on the Rukia and Ichigo banner if you weren't banned. Okay, that's so stupid. Okay, so, no, for real. So, should you summon for the Ichigo and Rukia banner? Now, honestly, the Ichigo and Rukia are still excellent characters to this day. They're both very, 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 very strong. Rukia does have the disabler whenever she enters her Bankai state for 10 seconds, which is awesome, especially considering that you're not restricted against any type of enemy, even if they're not to your, even if they're not advantageous to the attribute. Even if you don't have an attribute advantage over them, she will still have her disabler active, which is really, really good. Characters like Yoruichi has it against the attribute, but she doesn't necessarily need the affiliation killer. A lot of people do have the affiliation requirement though, like for example Senjumaru, right? Increased status element chance against mine attribute Arankars. However, the stipulation is that this goes on for the entirety of the run, whereas Rukia's is only 10 seconds, even though her transformation is only 20 seconds, and then I believe that it's a cooldown of 30 seconds before you can go into your transformation again. I might be wrong on that. It's been a long time since I've actually played with her. Either way, she is an excellent character. Going into the first characters though, we do have Byakuya. He has bombardment and weakened defense, so he is a pretty good nuker, but you kind of need multiple copies of him if you actually want to really use him as a nuker. Otherwise, you're better off just using some of the newer characters that actually have frenzy. So we'll see. Now, under the assumption that they're not going to get resurrected anytime soon, Byakuya is pretty much an easy skip. I wouldn't even recommend working on him too much outside of just like collector's sake, right? Orihime, team healer, medic. She does have weakened defense as well on her special, so she is pretty useful there. She also has a heal barrier second strong attack, so she does have a 40-second cooldown on that, and she is a strong attack recharge 12% unit. She is a power holo killer, which I think that there's just better holo killers at this time when it comes to for power. Let me see if it's range holo killer. Now, I know that you're competing for melee with 5th anniversary Ichigo, but for range you have the new Baragon, and I guess she doesn't really have too much competition. Okay, that's pretty good. So if you definitely need something for red range holo, I mean, I guess you could work on her, but the thing is, there's also just so many good range holo killers like Noelle, Asashiro, Toshiro, Spirit Society Ichigo, Jushiro is insane. Like, there's a lot of good range holo killers, so we'll see how that goes. Next, Ichibe, really good in brave battles, especially now. He does get kind of hit a bit hard from like the new Kuryoshiki that's out, but he does have Star Barrier, he has Pierce Barrier. Barriers are going to be coming back. We'll see how good he is. Personally, I wouldn't really use him if you don't have multiple copies into him, unless you're like really early on. If you're like 4th to like 10th seed, Ichibe should be really good. You do want a booster on your team, so if you have like Safui Kenpachi beyond Bankai and you have Kuryoshiki, you probably aren't going to be using this Ichibe. I would recommend something like Chad or Tsukishima. Next we have Ichibe. Next we have Oetsu, excuse me. Oetsu is still a really good NAD unit. He has a walking vortex for his second strong attack. He doesn't have poise, which is unfortunate, but he's still a really, really good NAD unit. We have a bruiser of 40% with a team booster. He has guard break built into him, paralysis, and since he is a melee normal attack damage unit, he autos very, very, very fast, which is awesome. He also has strong attack recharge minus 12%, which helps get his boost back quicker. I personally like characters that get strong attack recharge and have a boost, just because you get your skill that much quicker. I mean, I guess it's pretty self-explanatory, but yeah, overall good character still. Like I said, all these characters, they're pretty old now. If they get resurrected, these characters can be pretty busted, but the ball's in K-Lab's court at this point. Kirinji, pretty good character as well. I feel like there's crazier speed Soul Reaper killers at this point, but then again, since they're not coming out with too many of them, I think he's still really, really good. He has Berserker 20%. He has speed attribute Soul Reaper strong attack damage plus 20%, so this is a little bit kind of like Berserker 44%, which is really good. This scales incredibly well for other characters because he does actually buff 5th anniversary Byakuya if you're running him in there. A lot of times we would have ran like 3 Byakuyas, 1 Kirinji, and have Kirinji soul bomb early in like extreme co-op and stuff, just because you do have the revive mechanic on your special move for your entire for all your allies, which is good. He has Sprinter plus 2, he has Frenzy, he has Havoc 20%, with the Berserker 20% and the team party like Soul Reaper strong attack damage. I do like this character a lot. I still play with him on occasion. The only reason I don't really play with him as much is just there's just really, really broken units out now. He has paralysis as his status elements. There, he came out during a time that we didn't have any innate skills. His first strong attack is a lunge, which is one thing that I've kind of fallen off of. I don't necessarily like lunges as much as I used to anymore. His second strong attack is a 3000 length beam, and then his third strong attack is going to be a 1170 AoE distant third strong attack. This has massive AoE potential, which is really, really, really good. I love this character. I miss him a lot. I'm probably going to play with him a bit more next time Senkaimon comes out. Next time IT comes out with Soul Reapers, just because I do genuinely miss this character. He was super fun to play with when he came out. Next, we have Kirio. Damn, bro. She's a heal and a boost unit on her second strong attack. My issue with this character is that she just didn't get guard break, and since she wasn't really necessarily great in brave battles, she does have poise and she does have boost and healer. Her AI doesn't heal until like the match is pretty much over, which is unfortunate. She has the healer 30%, she has medic, so she does heal quite a bit, and then she also has a bruiser of a 40% and damage reduction 16% as her link. No status elements, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. I feel like she had wasted potential because like her second strong attack could have been the transformation, because for a little bit after you use your second strong attack, you actually see her in her skinny form. So I feel like she could have just transformed into her skinny form for a time. I think that could have been cool to see. But we haven't really gotten transformation characters in a while. I can't even remember the last transformation character that we've gotten. Next, we have Senjumaru, personally one of my favorite characters in terms of her aesthetics. She has a strong attack, recharge link, a Ronkar killer. She is a melee unit despite having a weird ranged type of kit. Her first strong attack is a 3000 length beam. Her NAD does have some pretty good range on it. She has a Berserker 20%, Havoc 20%. She has damage to lacerated enemies plus 40% with the increased status element chance against mind attribute or Ronkars. My issue with this character really stems from the fact that she is just a barrier unit, and she has the cooldown of a barrier slash boost, right? It has a 40-second cooldown. If this second strong attack was also a boost, or if it was also a heal on top of the barrier, I think that this character would have genuinely been one of the best characters released and still been played a lot more often. She doesn't get played as much as I feel like she deserves to be. I do see a few of her in IT, especially because nowadays, ×5, I personally don't even require ninnies anymore, just because like they've never been re-released, so I can't expect people to summon for a character that they literally cannot summon for. But I mean, we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up. I do genuinely like Senjumaru though. She's aesthetically, she's a cool looking dope character. And then of course we have the actual mainstay characters of Ichigo and Rukia. Ichigo is an excellent character to this day, probably one of the best mind units, just because mind hasn't really come out with anything broken. There's some great characters like Shunsui, but like I haven't really seen K-Lab put out characters like, I don't even want to say 6th anniversary Aizen level, but for Heart, we got Nini, we got Yoruichi, we got Aizen. For Tech, we got Art Book Ichigo, we got Grimmjow, we got Retsu. Like, there's so many good characters for Tech and Heart right now, because they're during Anniversary, that's what they had to compete with, right? So Mind, I'm expecting a Anniversary character for Mind. I'm expecting an Anniversary character for Speed. We'll see exactly how that goes out. So Berserker 60%, no status elements, but that's fine, because with the high Berserker, he also gets Bombardment, which is really nice, and then he also gets Marauder, and he also gets a team boost. I love that. He gets a 3000 length beam. He has a 960 for second strong attack. He has a 960 AoE radius in front, which is really strong, and then his third strong attack is a standard full screen third strong attack. He's one of the few characters that came out with a 960 AoE second strong attack. Not many characters got that during that time. A lot of the times it was something akin of Masaki, where it was just an AoE around herself. So this character coming out was just really awesome. Frenzy, Havoc 20%, Berserker 60%, Bombardment, you have Marauder, you have Sprinter +2 on this character as well. Personally, I like full stamina damage boost on long stride. He just flies. He also has innate skills when it comes to it as well. He has the Reed, Soul Reaper dodge, as well as paralysis and weaken immunity. I actually kind of want to play with this character with Pierce Barrier in Brave battles to see how he does against Aizen's and stuff. I feel like that could be really cool, just because Aizen does have the dodge Soul Reaper skill and he has the Reed dodge. I don't know. I like jank stuff, bro. Like, I love I don't know. It sounds a bit janky, but I kind of want to try it. We'll see how that goes. And last but not least, Rukia. Rukia is absolutely a gem. She's insane. She is an Arankar Spota killer, whereas Ichigo got a Soul Reaper and Captain killer, so great for those Guild Quest weeks. She does have freeze on everything. She also has the Bankai mechanic, where I talked about it earlier. Transformation for 20 seconds. I think the reset cooldown of that is 30 seconds. And then for 10 seconds, she has Disabler, which is awesome. She has a Berserker of 60% with freeze, is amazing. And then on top of that, you have Frenzy, Havoc 20%, and damage to frozen enemies plus 20% to go along with that. Disabler is so good. Debilitator plus 5 seconds, Devastation 40%, Recover 20% stamina to herself, not the team, Sprinter plus 1, and then for her innate skills, she is immune to freeze, and then she has immunity to weaken as well. So really good for Espada week as well. Overall, I do genuinely like this character. During her transform state, she also has an increased magnification of 25% to her damage, I believe. Let me see here. Magnification 120, it should go to 150. Yeah, magnification 150, so 150 divided by 120, a 25% increase into her damage on the magnifiers for the strong attacks 1 to 3. A change, it's a small magnifier for normal attack. I think it's 20%. It goes from 100 to 120, 100, 100, 100, 120, and then for the transformation, it's 120, 120, 120. Excuse me, 120, 120, 150, 120. That's such a weird. That's weird. Either way, this banner is, in my opinion, really good. You have a lot of really good characters. Let me actually pull up the list again. Okay, so here we go. Here's the list. The characters that I do like in this banner: Ichigo, Rukia, Kirinji, Senjumaru. If you want to use Ichibe in Brave Battles, I don't think he's too bad. Obviously, there's better options now. Oetsu is still an incredible unit. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 units that I really like here. I do like Ichibe a bit, but for the most part, I do think that a lot of the other characters are a bit outdated. So we'll see how that goes. Either way, guaranteed to come back. I'm trying to think of, did they give a date on when this is coming back? Ah, perfect. So May 25th, mark your calendars. This is coming out within the next 24 hours of this video being uploaded. I'm gonna leave it guys as grind. I'll catch up and stay blessed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I hope I did a good job breaking down this banner. I do like this banner. The banner's pretty dope. But yeah, stay blessed, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.